I am here, and we're gonna make a fun Tarantula Island. And if you don't know what that is, you're in luck, because I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna tell you. Kidumi is a cat in a box saying hello. What's up, Kidumi? Are you excited, like I am, for P5 Royal on its way? Hey Jamie, what's up? Jamie and I spent most of yesterday fishing, trying to catch rare fish. No luck. Octolet says YouTube hasn't been giving me notifications for some reason. Screw you, YouTube. JK. Don't bite the hand that purports to feed. Oh yeah, weren't we just trying to convince Kidumi to buy this game? Alright, so step one. I want to fly. So you're gonna need a Nook Miles ticket. And we're gonna use a Nook Miles ticket to get to a random island. And hopefully we'll get a good one. You can get a mustache in this game, yes. I was very blessed to get the mustache. I should have bought many of them because I found that when you get the star wand, which lets you change outfits, you need a mustache for each one. You can't share a mustache between outfits, which is, insane. But I guess specifically because it is a costume and not your character growing a mustache. But even so, you should be able to mix and match. Predaporter. Oh, fuck. Okay, so we got the worst island, or my least favorite island, for tarantulas, because it's so hard to do. But, I'll show you how to make the best of it, I guess. So, what makes this island so hard is that it has this big curve in the center. And tarantulas like to spawn right here, and then you have to lure the tarantulas around into this place. This is a terrible tarantula island. I won't hear any more of that heresy from you, Octolad. You were the chosen one. Okay, so this next part is super exciting. We are going to collect everything, every last thing on this island except for flower stems. Yes, that's true. There isn't an elevated part, but sometimes the elevated part can work to your advantage. Like in the small lake islands, where there's only one elevated part, and it's very unlikely that you'll have to climb up there because mostly it's just tiger beetles that get up there, and they're easy to scare off from below, so you don't even need to get up. So you don't need to worry about fish right now. Just cleaning everything up, every last thing. Just grab it all. And we're not going to take this with us because we don't really need it. Tarantulas, the reason we want tarantulas is they sell for a very high profit. And so, hey Myth, we basically want them because they're invaluable to us. And that's that. Alright, hang on one sec. Gotta put me out the way or else she'll if I don't put her away, she'll potentially turn off the computer again. Here you go, babe. Just for a little bit. Now we have to safely in our cat carrier. Okay. Cat yeeted. Yeah, it's been being a pretty good cat today. Okay. The one thing that's good is I thought I forgot to bring fruit. And you need at least some fruit to do this. What makes it difficult is I just got the 4th row here, which is pretty awesome. Which means we can carry a lot more tarantulas. But you gotta remember what to bring. So the stuff you need to bring are... Or the thing is, I say you need to bring it, but you might not need to bring it because you might find it on the island. So it's kind of risky, like, because you're gonna need some fruits in order to break rocks that you find, and you're gonna need a sharp axe, a sharp enough axe to cut down trees or bamboo, and to make a sharp axe you need hardwood and iron and a flimsy axe, and you can get the flimsy axe by paying Nook miles to the pilot, but ooh, I just got some Nook miles. You know, you can also bring all this stuff with you, make it beforehand. Now, the problem is, if you want to get the most tarantulas that you can get, and therefore get the most money you can get, you kind of have to decide whether or not you want to leave some of your tools behind. It's as tedious as it looks. I find it kind of relaxing. And the good thing about this spiral island is that, like the Lake Pond Island, it doesn't have as much stuff to clear out, so the clearing out phase doesn't take as long. Fuck! Okay, I've awakened my trademark nemesis. Oh. Every time. Now I really look like Joe Exotic. Okay. As you can see right there on that orange flower in front of me, there's a stink beetle. And it's spawning right on the flower. And that's a perfect example of why we want to pluck all these flowers. Because we don't want stink beetles to spawn, we want tarantulas to spawn. And if stink beetles are spawning, that means there's a smaller chance we'll see tarantulas. There's a frame delay through OBS. Oh yeah, I know. Which makes fishing miserable, let me tell you. But luckily, because of my patented Shorester tarantula trap, it's actually very easy to catch tarantulas. You can even miss them a few times. That's not really necessary to chip away at the rock before you break it, but if you have enough inventory space or you need iron, you can still pick up iron or clay, or what I really need is stone. I'm getting a ton of iron and clay, but as you can see, I have very little stone. And unlike most of this stuff, I don't have a stone stockpile that's very deep. So I have to pray to the Octo Gods that they will bestow me with stone. Great. Octo God had provided, or hath provided. Okay, great. Patent pending. This place is pretty cleared out. Oh, there's a $1,000 stink beetle. Now, if you're just running around the village at night and you got a lot of flowers, you'll see these guys all the time, and they're good to catch because they're worth 1,000 bells, that is. Now, you're probably wondering, well, why didn't you just catch that one? It was right there. It's a lot easier than catching tarantulas. Well, oops. Why did I just try to take a dump on that tree? You never know. You never know. Yeah, I've doubled the amount of inventory space. I just unlocked one more today. Hear thy prayer for sticks. No, not more sticks, although I probably do need those. Alright, see, these guys love to spawn, and they're really easy to catch, too. So they're worth 1,000. They're called the man-faced stink bug. And as not to be confused with the green other stink bug, which are not as valuable. And they're worth 1,000 each. Now, why don't we want them? Because a tarantula is worth 8 times that much. Each tarantula is worth 1,000 or 8,000. Each stink bug with a man's face on it, the orange ones, is worth 1,000. So you can run around your town and pick up those orange ones pretty easily. You don't have to do all this work. You can just do that, especially if you have a ton of flowers. They're set. It's pretty easy to grab those guys and catch them. As we see, our plan is starting to work because there's a tiger beetle right there on the other side. And tiger beetles are our happy friends, just like cockroaches are our happy friends. You'll get sick of both of them, but they're technically a good sign. One thing I want to warn you about is there are some islands that apparently don't have bugs. We had one of those rare, weird islands the other night. This method created by Octogod. If you stay in your island and have a row of flowers like a garden, you can catch the man-faced stink bugs, and it makes tons of bells without doing a tarantula method. So there's a fast and easy way to get man-faced stink bugs. It's untested by me. But Octo usually knows better. Okay, there's a millipede. Now, don't be confused or concerned by those things. They look valuable, but they are not. And also, something else I learned. You might have an island with no bugs and still get millipedes. And you'll say, well, that's a bug, so you're a liar. You're a filthy liar. And I would agree, but what I mean by no bugs is you don't have bugs that are on that flower over there, like that stink beetle behind the cherry tree. He was not scared or impressed by that. He just wants to pollinate, get out of here. Just go walk up to him, take his house. Sorry. Okay. I'm getting very close to tarantula time. Remember, you can't make a tarantula island unless your in-game clock is after 7 p.m. And I assume this is only something we can do in the eastern, or the northern hemisphere during spring. But maybe maybe you can do it in other seasons, but this is definitely something you can do in spring. I know people who are in the southern hemisphere who... Oops. Who have trouble finding tarantulas, so we're tarantula lucky. And I got the privilege of going to a southern hemisphere island earlier today, and it was so cool. This is so much easier to do when you don't have to stop at the beach and drop everything. It's not 7 for 30 more minutes here. Right, you're in Central. Okay. Hopefully Tom Nook. Yeah, we'll definitely get tarantulas this time, just because we did see a tiger beetle, and we did not see a tiger beetle last time. So the signs you want to look for are that you're in the right direction. Are tiger beetles spawning all over the grass, and cockroaches, wharf roaches, spawning all over the gray rocks on the northeast and northwest. There's a tiger beetle. Fun part of this island is that you do get to cause a lot of tiger beetles to jump to their death inside that pot, which feels like it's a reference to my book, Travis and the Labyrinth, but I assure you it is not. This game has nothing to do with Travis and the Labyrinth, available now. Alright. Oh, choppa, choppa, choppa. Get them Nook Miles. Nook Miles are a special currency only in this game, so far, that's you can use to buy certain special things. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. The most important part. Hey! Do as I say, not as I do. Okay. So I have a very... I'm too tall. No. My least favorite part is just trying to use my character as a cursor. Even in Stardew Valley, I'm like, give me that not invisible cursor. Okay. So we're basically gonna make a big hourglass shape, or H. But it has a little special part right here, which tarantulas love to get stuck in. They love it. So you want it to be, it doesn't have to be on the beach. It can be anywhere on any islands, but it should be, if you want it real easy, you should make it in this shape. I'm sure there's other shapes that work better. After just messing around with it and doing a lot of crazy shapes, I found this one to be valuable. So you want to be able to get around it on this side, and of course you can get around it on this side. And that's a tarantula trap. That's what it looks like right there. So it's basically almost a square on either side, and then it has a dot in the center, and it's missing those little bits. Okay. Gonna do last looks. Last looks, as we say in the biz. Make sure I didn't leave any trees or anything. Because certain bugs only appear on stumps, and that doesn't count because it's a workbench made out of a stump. Nothing spawns on that. Okay, and the nice thing is you don't really have to go over to that side of the island ever again. Okay, so we're tearing ass around here. Not seeing any roaches, that's a bad sign. Not seeing any roaches, that's a bad sign. Ah! Guys, you know what that is? It's some sort of scarantula. Okay, so take him to our trap. Go this way. He's confused. He's concerned. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's like, I wish to kill you, but I can't reach. I can jump, but... I just learned that terraforming and waterforming both cost 6,000 Nook Miles, I'm pretty sure. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so Tarantula number 1 has been caught. And, this is we don't need this. We don't need this. We no longer need this. We don't need this. We do need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. So all these items I'm gonna end up leaving on the island. So you better have a good stock of stuff, because you're like, do I really want to lose all this wood? There's no room to put anything else. Okay, well, how about this? Don't want these cherries. Don't want this clay. I do want the stone, though. Are you kidding me? You've gotta be kidding me. We use him just enough. Only like 38 more to go. Yikes. And you don't have to fill your inventory with tarantulas. But, you have that luxury. Okay. All the stuff I want to keep. And that fossil will probably be something I already have. It's worth, 1,000. We'll lose money on that. But because I got this extra row, if we get bored doing this, we can still... Alright. We can still... Oop, tiger beetle just fell through the earth. See that? Okay, the other one must have fallen in or despawned. But what makes this island kind of shitty is that tarantulas tend to spawn in the center of the loop. Okay, we got some wharf roaches finally. And that's not good. So you gotta run around, scatter the wharf roaches, and come over here. There's a tarantula there. So we're gonna go here. He's gonna go rear it up. We're gonna get near him. Ah! Gives chase! Now you need to stay very close to him, so don't just continue running. You need to stay a foot ahead of him. Then when you get to here, pick up the pace, and he falls in the water because he's a son of a bitch. This is why I don't like this island. You gotta lead the tarantulas by the teeth. Get out of here. My dad made me move. Is that a cricket egg here? Yeah, there's a mole cricket somewhere around here. And the closer you are to them, the louder they get. And you find them by digging them up with the shovel. But once you dig them up, they run away, so you have to use your butterfly net right after you dig them up. It's actually a little bit difficult to get them. I think it was a little bit easier in New Leaf. I don't know why. I think it was easier to pinpoint them, but... You've got to be kidding me. Sanitizer, wash your hands, elbow bump. Imagine carrying around tarantulas in your pocket. I mean, that's pretty much all I imagine these days. Would you carry 40 tarantulas with you in your pocket if it would end the coronavirus? You'd really be stuffed. Oh, I want you. Come here. Yeah, I love you. He's not even scared of me. Can I approach him that way? Would that work? Because that would be huge. There you go. Did you see that? If I just stood completely still, he let me get a little bit closer than he normally does. Get out of here. See, this is the annoying part where you're just kicking tiger beetles into the water. And then sometimes you'll get a rare spawn tarantula in a weird place where they just bite the shit out of you. The tarantula bites are way worse. And you really don't want to catch one on this side either because it's so hard to navigate that stump. Get a bad feeling. Alright, good. If they aren't standing up, then you can move closer. Tiger beetles. Sometimes you'll chase a tiger beetle there and one will spawn behind you on the rock, which is, needless to say, terrifying. Once they only want to bite you if you move while they are standing. That's awesome. So we might be able to catch them without the trap, knowing that. Tiger beetle. Alright, something's spawning somewhere. Roaches. My head is like right where I want to look. And you're probably thinking, well, how long do you gotta do this? This can't be as valuable as just running around getting random fish. Well, it's like, you look at like the butterflies and stuff that you can just catch when you're running around, and it's like 40 bells. And then like some random thing you catch all the time that you didn't realize it is worth a lot, like the stink beetles or emperor butterfly or whatever. I caught a crazy huge summer butterfly on that southern isle today, and it was like 8,000. Ah! Ah! You guys see this tarantula behind me? Good, because you're going to see a jillion of them. So you can just miss. Doesn't matter. Once he's in that cubby, he can't get you. Sometimes they spawn right there. And you're just like, what the hell, man? There's one. And it's a little hard to predict because it's just like... I think the reason I don't like this island specifically is because... Oh, fuck! Yeah, it takes so long to get the tarantulas out. But I mean, truth be told, if you can make this work on this island, you can do it on any island that it works on. More beetles. It's interesting because like the beetles seem to spawn. Nook miles are like a special currency that you use to get tickets to islands like this, and you earn them by completing different tasks in the game that pop up on your list. There's these ones that are like lifetime achievements for like growing certain flowers, finding a certain number of things. And there's Nook Miles Plus, which you get like daily challenges that are like, you'll get double the amount of miles you would normally get for doing these little things. And then you can take them to an ATM in the game, and there's like a rotating swath of items you can purchase only for Nook Miles. And once you unlock resident services, that your options become amazing, at least in my experience. Yeah, they're like Tom Nook fun bucks. Basically. Peyton's online. Is there like a tiger beetle over here? I feel like there is. No? Ah! Ah! I love that little jump they do. But I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, okay, so what if you could do a defensive move with your butterfly net and sort of like parry the tarantula? Wouldn't that be great? A problem with this trap is that it's so close to the sea or the shoreline that like when you're here, you can sort of bump you out of it. And you don't want anything to slow you down because Yeah, the robot hero is incredible. I also ordered a Godzilla. See, we only have 5 Tarantulas right now. But technically, wow, we could probably have like 250,000 bells at least. Animal Crossing fighters. I'm not even near you, Tarantula. Oh crap, double the fun. You 8-legged freaks! You see how close that one came to wrecking me? That was very close. Where did that one go? Ugh, I hate this island. No! I wasn't ready for you! I was born in the darkness. Wait, hang on, I wasn't ready. So fuzzy. They're so fluffy! Double the roaches. This is all roaches and spiders and beetles. That's why girls love this game. Everyone in the Discord is planting pretty flowers and trying out their dresses. And here I am, trying to fill my skull-filled home with tarantulas. To each their own. Hey, can I interest you in following me to a timeshare? It's literally shaped like an hourglass. Nope. See, here's where you screwed up. Yes, finally our band is coming together. So I've seen every Steven Universe now. It's over. It's over, dude. It's over. There's no more. I can't believe we've come so far. What the hell is the spider doing now? That eye is bugging me out. It's cheesing me out while I'm bugging these bugs. Scrap! Now you'll notice it's fun to make tiger beetles jump into the water, of course, but is it as fun as knocking snails over? I don't think so. Octolad's super behind, so he doesn't even know anything. He hasn't even seen the movie yet, but yeah, I just finished. I've seen... It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? It's over. What a good show. Although I will say, without saying anything specific, I wasn't really annoyed by Steven. I was more annoyed by the fact that the storytelling... The fact that they called the show Steven Universe Future, but it felt like Steven Universe the epilogue. Like, it felt like the movie was like the grand finale, and this was just sort of like what happens next. It felt like in a normal episode, they would have dealt with the plot of all of Future in 1 or 2 11-minute things. So... It wasn't that it was bad, it was just that it was like a lot of the same thing every episode, which normally the show isn't. The best songs in the movie are all of them. That was close. I was a little too lackadaisical with that one. I don't know. I kind of like all the songs. I mean, it's hard to pick a favorite one. My favorite changes day to day. I think the least good song is probably the revamp of the Crystal Gems theme. That's who we are. It's not that great. It's just, I think its problem is that it compares itself so much to the regular theme song, which is like so iconic and good that it's like, it's not bad. And it's your only chance to hear Peridot and Lapis singing, really. But they barely say anything. It's the true kind of love. That was good. That is really good. It's the true. That one's really good. Yeah. When I think of all the wasted time I spent, I wanna be a disobedience. I mean, how can you not love that song? That song sounds like a real song. That's what I love about it. Like, it sounds like something you would hear on the radio. But I think maybe, like, musically, the most interesting song is In the Garden, or Here in the Garden. Just because it's so emotional. It tells you the most interesting part of that story. And then it has that bridge, or chorus, I don't even know what it is, where she just belts it out. You keep on turning pages. I mean, it's so good. And it's like that performance there, I think, is a great vocal performance. Peace and love. And I think the song that I didn't. Oh no! I saw that one, but I didn't see. So when you're bitten by a tarantula, you fall asleep, and you wake up here, and he's like, oh good, we don't have to send a medevac. And then just everything respawns, and it's back to normal. Not everything respawns, that would be hell on earth. Hey, there's one. Yeah. My camera angle. That was close. Had to hit two things at once with that. Ah! Haha, you're an idiot. Life and death and love and birth and peace and love on the planet Earth. Do, re, mi, sa, do. Independent together. Independent together we can fly. Like, when I was like, that song in the movie, I was like, okay, they're just having a song here for no reason. It doesn't really seem to fit, but it's actually a really good song when you take it out of context. And you get to hear Rose sing a little bit, which is awesome. I mean, Other Friends is great. Everything Spinell does is perfect, in my opinion. In the light of the day. Ooh, he fell off. It didn't look like he fell off, but like, he basically did that anime thing where it's like he got hit by the blade and he looks like he's fine, but then he like splits in half afterwards. Jojo! The Hamon is coursing through your veins! Oh god! When you're rising to shine, when you're hitting the hay, just remember this song. How's it go? I forgot. I'm gonna be right by your side no matter what. Nightbot has a beautiful voice. Kidumi has been timed out. What? Octomod, can you save Kidumi? D-time him out with your mod powers. Do it. Ah! You never spawned there. How did you spawn there? What did you do that for? How dare you spawn? Todd McFarlane's Tarantula Island. Life and death and love and birth. Scared. Plop. Scared. Plop. You can't save him? I'm sure I can save him. Wait, what? I don't want to put... Wait, no! I don't want to keep timing him out. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you untime out someone on YouTube? Oh god. How do we save Kidumi? Don't, maybe if we make him a moderator, it'll save him? Try it now. Try it now. I did save him in a way. He's a moderator now. How can moderators be timed out? It's impossible. I don't understand why it went from like a warning to go crazy like that. I don't. Let's see if I can... I feel bad for Kidumi. Life and death and love and birth. Disable. No! See if I can find Kidumi's profile. How do you find someone's profile in this crazy world? I just need to find Kidumi's profile and then I can make him a regular and maybe that'll fix it. I don't know. Yep. I'm officially incompetent. I don't know how to fix it. Okay, great. Moving on. F in the chat for Kidumi. Yeah, Kidumi, you're a moderator now. You technically own the channel. You can effectively ban Octolad for not saving you. I removed the thing where you can't spam caps because it always caused problems. Never solved anything. And poor Kidumi, who never did wrong, as far as I know. It's been victimized. And then I accidentally banned him for like 100 minutes. This is why my channel's so small. I keep killing all my fans. Fuck. Get out of here. It's like Red Rover. That's so much easier. You don't even need a trap. And it's soothing too. You can walk right up to him. No cap ban. Oh, how I've waited for this day. All caps. No, you're right. I hate caps. Let's put the ban back. Oh my god. Dude, that's so much easier. Oh, you're both gone. Get out of here. But I think it's still best practice to have that. Kidumi, you're back. I have a lot of man-faced stink bugs on my island tonight. That's good. Catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Thank you guys for being here and sharing this moment with me. I'm sorry, Kidumi. I am so sorry. You're a moderator now. Wield this privilege like a bloody axe. You get a mod! You get a mod! Okay, we're gonna do it again. The problem with this method is if you do screw it up. No one man should have all that power. Yeah, you're right. I should unmod it. Immediately take it back. And for some reason it defaults to just like automatically. Since you broke the system, like I imagine Nightbot is like GLaDOS. You know who I wish was an emote? I wish that well, first of all, I wish I had all of the Dragon Phoenix emotes because her emotes are really cute. But I wish I had, my favorite emote of anything, you know, on any platform of all time is the sad robot, the crying robot on Twitch. And I wish that was everywhere. I think that should be a universal. I think it should replace the unhappy smiley face. I think the idea of a robot that cries is so funny. Especially one that's just like pouring water. It's like Gurr from Invader Zim. Free Mod Day, dead channel. Run by mods, revolt against short serve, freedom for mods, no stream. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Matt, you can't make a JoJo reference for a JoJo fanboy without saying anything. What part of JoJo are you on? Let's see. I've been watching it very, very slowly, and I actually restarted it because I couldn't remember what was happening because I took a long break from it. It's such a densely insane show that I sort of need to take a break because, like, every time I think I get a handle on what it's about, something insane happens. Right now, I'm at the part where the Baron basically sacrificed his life for JoJo, and by transferring all of his Haman energy into him. After he had this prophecy, he knew he was gonna die because he had a prophecy that, like, when he was 20 years old and training under his master, who he told JoJo to. It's so complicated. Wow, it let me move a lot. Maybe it lets you take a certain number of steps while it's moving. And this also solves a problem of when they're back to back like that. Ha! Robot. Monkey. Best waifu speedwagon, don't at me. Blimey! Did you see what JoJo just did? Yeah, I did. I'm going to explain it anyway at great length. Okay, thanks. Mr. REO Speedwagon, the stupidest. They're all named after musicians or bands, but his name is just like the most stupid of all of them. Although Jonathan Joestar is a pretty stupid name too. You thought it was your first kiss would be with JoJo, but it was me, Dio. Like, what a weird thing. And, like, he killed his fucking dog. Like that. I'll say it. I'll be the first to say it. Dio, not a good role model. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. I ran towards instead of away. The Futaba clan. Hey, isn't there an extra semester in... Oh, there's a tarantula right there. Isn't there an extra semester or an extra, like, month or so in, Persona Royal? It was me, Dio! Go! I think it'd be really cool to get good at the, like, the quick turnaround spin. Futaba. Futaba is no Kawakami. It goes Kawakami on Dr. Legs, Makoto, Futaba. I thought it came out on the 31st, not the... Wait, are you ahead in time? I forget. Blimey! It's a really... I was about to say it's a very bizarre show, which is in the friggin' title. It's worth watching. I don't know if I love it, because I can't tell if it's, like, intentionally funny or self-serious or what. Because it kind of feels like both at the same time. It's a very weird tonally. What? Make up your mind. Oops, that was not intentional. What's your go-to fried chicken type? I don't know. guess Mr. Chicken, which is a local one. I've heard Popeyes is the best, right? I only had it once and I was super drunk in college. Boom! You will sadly never get the game? What? But more, what I'm trying to say is more springtime equals more Futaba. I thought you would be all over that. Like ham on mayo. Why did it take me so long to think of that metaphor? I don't play the PS4 like ever, and I prefer to never touch the evil thing. Once this came out, I like stopped playing. Popeyes isn't the best? I heard that new chicken sandwich is the best. I still haven't had it. I heard it's really good. Chick-fil-A I thought was a little bit overrated, in my opinion. Mine is spicy, crispy strips. Oh man, that sounds so good right now. I just ate this, so it doesn't matter. My brother sold the PS4. Oh man, that's so sad. Well, just get a PS5 when it comes out. Problem solved. Bojangles is so much better than Popeyes. Oh yeah, Bojangles. I mean, I love those big, super crispy, super salty chicken strips. You can get at restaurants with like a big bucket of barbecue sauce to dip them in. Strips are great. But I'm a fan of McNuggets too. I mean, they're classic. And Wendy's has surprisingly good chicken. But the problem with Wendy's is that, like, you can almost every, like, when you get a good McDonald's, it's like a shock because most of the time McDonald's is like perfectly mediocre. Like every restaurant in the country is exactly as bad as the other one. But like, this is bad. This is a bad position to be in. I had nowhere to go. I should have, if I could pull out the pole and jump across the lake fast enough. How many do we have? Wow, we're doing good. We're more than halfway done. I don't think I've had Bojangles, but I definitely have seen Bojangles. I don't know where. Maybe in LA? It'd be cool to have like a deep fryer to make fried stuff. Although that's not good for me, but it'd be fun. I mean, I've taken this time to get a little bit more into cooking. I had groceries delivered today because I was like, I don't really want to go to the store right now. So I forced some poor employee to do it for me. It's just like, unfortunately, it's a very every person for themselves kind of time. And seeing as I'm with family right now, and they could be susceptible to everything, let's not talk about it. It's too depressing. Anyway, I got groceries delivered, and I saw those like cheapo filet mignon cutlets, and I was like, not cutlets, but cuts of filet mignon, and I was like, okay, they're so cheap, let's get them, and they were so good. McDonald's is always cold. Yeah, I know what you mean. No tarantulas on my island. I haven't found them yet anyways. Sometimes they come out near the Tom Nook tent. Unless you eat it as soon as they hand it to you. Yeah, I think like one of the worst things is like... That's what I mean. It's like, very rarely is it like, do you have like a McDonald's sandwich and you're like, oh, that really hit, that was perfect. Normally it's like only half the meal is okay. It's like you get the nuggets and it's like they're soggy, they're old, they're cold. And it's like, okay, I'll just smother these in the barbecue sauce. Or the nuggets are fresh. You're like, hell yeah, but by the time it took them to make the nuggets, the fries are like 6 years old. It's just like, The one thing McDonald's has for it is that Coca-Cola does taste better there. I feel like they have some like special Coke blend that they say is regular Coke, but it just does. Carolinas and Tennessee thing. But I think, like, Wendy's might be the best if it was consistently made. But I feel like every Wendy's employee I've ever met hates their life. I don't know what it is about working for Wendy's, but it must suck. I mean, they all must suck. But I think Wendy's recipes are, like, just that much more complicated to make them more like Panera, where it's just a pain in the ass, whereas, like, everything at McDonald's, so automated that it's like, anyone can do it. Hooters is good. When, my friends and I've been to Hooters 3 times in my life. My 30 plus years on this planet. Wait, no, 4 times, cause okay. My dad took me when I was a kid. I remember that. And I was so uncomfortable. Just as I should have been. Super uncomfortable. And it was like with a work friend who I think wanted to like make a man out of me. Who are those dudes? They don't really exist anymore. I think they all like went to die in the backwoods somewhere. Video games and Hooters. I remember I went to the one in Chicago on the way back from the airport once. And that was, I don't know, pretty depressing. I remember we all went to Hooters one time. It was like senior year of high school, and we all went to Myrtle Beach together. And we drove down, and I think one of the first places we stopped is like, we're young guys, we're gonna go to Hooters kind of thing. And like, it was fine. I thought it was like, it's pretty much just like fast food. And what's really funny is like, I think at some point Hooters was like really provocative. It's like, oh man, it's girls in tight blouses and short shorts, but it's like, you can see much worse shit than that on Instagram just by scrolling through like any topic. Like, I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's just like, times have changed to the point where like Hooters doesn't seem that, besides the horrible name for the restaurant, it doesn't seem that like risque or tantalizing or whatever. They did a Sonic promotion? That's so weird. I mean, if it was a Gears of War promotion, I'd be like, okay, sure. Because that game that's like, if you like Gears of War, you're gonna be fine with going to Hooters. That's my idea. Because Gears of War is so bro-y. I like Gears of War, but like, it's so bro-y. It's like about dudes. It's like Hooters is like where you would go if you really took the Fast and the Furious movies seriously. Like, these movies are important, man. They're about family and shit. And you're not just watching them and saying, oh, that was fun. You're like, this is fucking real, man. I want to live my life a quarter mile at a time. Like, if that was really you, you would go to Hooters. Oh no! Oh, I pushed forward. I almost had you. And also, I went to Hooters in Los Angeles, I think only once, because it was across from... no good reason, really. I don't remember what... I think I had to write something, like maybe I was working on stand-up or something, and I just went in there because it was like mostly empty. Everyone was at the Irish pub across the street on 3rd. There's a part of Los Angeles called 3rd Street. It's actually Santa Monica. It's called 3rd Street Promenade, and it's like a big, cool outdoor mall. Very touristy, but nice. And so I went to the one at that one, and I'm pretty sure it was before or around an improv show we were doing at the West Side Comedy Theater there. And so I went, and it was like that meal I often have when I'm out alone with a notebook and like just trying to work on something, where it's like very perfunctory, where I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm like I'm trying to make it very clear from my all business attitude that I have no interest in flirting with the waitress, and that I'm like, you know, you can, you don't have to do your whole spiel and like giggle and be cute or whatever. Don't, you know, just relax. I'm just here to get, you know, chicken strips or whatever. And yeah, I don't really remember anything else. I remember them being like, the waitresses there being very chill. I remember one story, I don't know if it's an urban legend or what, there was like a puff piece that was like, or not a puff piece, but like a human interest or weird news segment that was like, this, a manager at Hooters said whoever makes the most money, like whichever waitress brings in the biggest ticket items, I guess, for the month, I'll get you a Toyota. And so she's like, this girl busts her ass, and she like works harder than any other waitress in the history of the restaurant, and then like, she's like, all right, I'm ready, and he takes her to the parking lot after one shift, and there's a toy of Yoda from Star Wars, a toy Yoda, not the car, an action figure of Yoda, and he's like laughing at her, and she's like, I fucking quit, and just like walks out. The food in Hooters is again like perfunctory. It's like it's like slightly, I was gonna say slightly worse Applebee's, but based on most Applebee's I've been to, it's probably exactly the same as Applebee's. It has like a worse menu than Applebee's. Like it's almost all. No wait, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. Thank you. No wait. Bell bottom Zydeco. I feel bad. Like. Yeah, that sounds fine. I feel like what's smart to do now is go back to my stash and what do I need to make a better butterfly net? Just one nugget. Just one chicken nugget. So let's go do it. Okay. So I'm just gonna grab one. Drop the rest. And yeah. I mean, even like I think Hooters in Los Angeles is such a funny idea because there's so many places that in Los Angeles where it's like there's more provocative things happening than Hooters. So I think Hooters is like kind of a suburban thing. It's like this is as risque as we get out here. Played House Party or seen gameplay of it? Why do you think the north of every island is rocks? I don't know. That's a good point. It's a little twisted for a place that's like basic selling point is titties. For a place like that to be like, yeah, come look at our titties and Sonic the Hedgehog. Like that's a little bit like that's weird. Hooters, kids eat free. It's like, It's creepy. What's House Party? I only know of House Party the movie. Is it a Jackbox game? I still think we should do some Jackbox games at some point for the kids. Hey, buddy. No! I said buddy! Buddy! Oh, God! Ooh, good grab. How are we doing? Oops. It's a interesting game. You said that like the NPC, one of my favorite. Oh god! One of my favorite NPCs from Hollow Knight. Give me some money, and I'll give you something nice. It's a house party. Very drunk. My hubby played house party. What kind of game is it? What's the genre? I don't know where that rolled R came from. France. We can sing, we can dance. After all, miss, this is France. And the dinner here is never second best. The objective is to get laid at a party. That sounds funny. It reminds me of that game that Donkey played where it was like, like how to pick up women, and there's like, it was like, HD videos recorded in real life that play no matter what you do. It's so weird. See, I only like, oh no! I only like romance games when they're couched within other things, like in Stardew Valley, or a humble farmer, Dragon Age, or a humble inquisitor with God-given powers, or Mass Effect, you know, the humble last chance for humanity against the Zerg. I mean, the whatevers. Reapers. How many more of these bad boys? 3? Alright, countdown. Only 3 more. There's this one place in LA that I didn't go to for the longest time because I thought the name of it and what it was about was so distasteful. It's called Jumbo's Clown Room, and it's basically a bar that does burlesque shows every night where girls get up on a stage and do like sexy dances in like lingerie but not get naked. And I was like, this is crazy. I can't believe people like this. But then I hung out for a while, and everyone's getting really into it. Like, it's not just men, there's women there, and, like, it's just a rowdy, crazy bar. It has this weird vaudeville vibe that was very fun. And I think, like, as a kid, I think that's what you think Hooters is. You think it's Jumbo's Clown Room. When in reality, nothing but Jumbo's Clown Room is Jumbo's Clown Room. It's just a weird, weird thing. I remember one time my friend's birthday party was at this place where they had like girls dancing in cages, and it was just like a regular LA bar. Like it wasn't any like most nice LA bars are feel more like strip clubs than. Oh no! It's the final countdown. Did I ever tell you I had to listen to that song for 8 hours on repeat when I was filming my Just Dance commercial? Yeah, that's right. I'm not just a player of video games, I also advertise them for Ubisoft, too. I was almost fired off that commercial because I wouldn't shave my beard. Three to 6 months? Happy and sad. Why what makes you happy? That's funny. Oh no, we're on lockdown. Now we have to play Persona again. Plays through Persona once. It's already next year. They already have the vaccine. I did it again. Ugh. I'm not sticking the landing here. Sad because you won't see your crush, real life Futaba. Just Skype your crush. E-learning? Dude, you're smart enough. You should be teaching a class. And the class should be about catching tarantulas. No! My goal is to be able to talk to my crush this year. Just slide into her DMs on Instagram. That's what I would do. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I keep doing that. Is she like a celebrity crush? No, you see her in real life. I guess she still could be. UK is a small place. Could be Kelly Brook. That's my UK crush. Wow. I almost said talk about Hooters, but that would have been inappropriate, and shame on me. Shame on me. You know each other. Well, I say follow her on Instagram and just spam hearts after everything she posts, and she'll either think you're insane or very sweet. And either way, something will happen. Right, that's terrible advice. We go to the same club. I wouldn't say we're proper friends. We go to the same club. I only date friends, but that's me. Yeah, right. Take that. I say... I don't know, man. I should not be. Yeah! Giving advice on romance. What is happening right now? Okay, great. Yeah. Then you can explain to her... I was taking things slow, but I took things too slow. It can be hard, man. It can be hard to know what to do. I think the best thing to do is that people are receptive to... When it comes to romance, love is like a vibe. And so if you feel like things are awkward, just tension in the air, like not anxiety that you feel within you, but like the mood you're picking up from a person, and this is advice for pretty much everything, emotion-wise, friend-wise, even your family probably, it's just like, pick up on the vibe. Because you could have a great plan of how to be very romantic, but if it's the wrong place, the wrong time, you could, you know, serenade a lady with a lute and get it smashed over your head. Just like in Romeo and Juliet. That doesn't happen in that. Don't quote me on that. Lots of men in olden times, they play the lute outside women's windows. And what does it get them? A lute smashed in their head. You're catching tarantulas while catching the stink bugs. Hey, it worked for me. Fine, yeah, let's take Octolad's advice. I definitely don't know. I have an Instagram crush who I talk to on the reg, and she has no business. I should say, I have no business being in her DMs. Insofar as she's so cool and so high above me, she's so lovely, like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, Aphrodite. Some 90s throwbacks for you. Basically, in April, we're gonna have a school talent show. I mean, it doesn't hurt. I mean, if you're gonna go on a date and the girl wants it to be romantic, then sometimes having like cool surprises planned can be good. I think an example of things being a bad surprise is if a girl thinks you're just going out as friends, and then you're like springing all this romantic shit on her last minute. That could be off-putting because it's definitely like different expectations. Is she into anime too? Yeah. And sometimes being in your head can be, you know, a killer. Well, remember in Napoleon Dynamite, he had all those nunchuck skills, and that made him very popular. He got a girlfriend. Yeah, play Michael Bublé. Girls love Michael Bublé. Play that Hallelujah song by whoever that guy is. Now, what you could do is not sell these tarantulas and just put them all away, but I don't want to. Okay, so it's anime club. So yeah, I mean, I don't see why. If she already likes anime, just play her favorite anime theme. I know one girl who is like an online friend with, who is a cosplayer who loves her fandom is My Hero Academia. So like, look at that. We got basically 200 there, 300. Damn. We got basically 328 or 320 plus thousand from doing that. See, Jamie likes Michael Bublé. And I'm the president of the club, not to brag. Oh, wow. In Persona, that would mean you would already be a leader figure. Oh my god, did you see that? Where is it? There it is! But I don't have any traps. Oh! Shine get! That was exactly what I wanted to do. Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Jamie. Oh, the talent show's canceled. I'm a weep, what can I say? Well, that's okay. You can still... I mean, I guess I see your point. The only times girls have been, like, overtly expressing interest in me rather than me having to pursue is when I've done, like, a really good comedy show, and then they'd come up to talk to me afterwards. Because, you know, I don't know how much of it's true, but it kind of reminds me of that song by The Hold Steady. Guys go for looks, girls go for status. And it might not be true for everybody, but there is some generic truth to that. Wait, why do I have... Oh, that's right, because I just caught this one. Cosplays as Futaba? Wow. That's cool. That's like Kidumi's dream girl right there. Oh, but my point with the My Hero Academia girl is that, like, she loves that show like no other. Like, I'm sure she loves her boyfriend in that show almost equally. Like, it's neck and neck. And I feel like if you know what somebody's interested in, and what their favorite thing is, how much would you like to... Oh, I read that wrong. Let's say for... Wait. No! 430. I did it again. Man, my head is on trying to help Kidumi. My natural ability of athletics, which I hate. That's such a funny thing. All his life, he's wanted to be a pro gamer, but instead, he's been too good at basketball. Her name is the same name as one of the Phantom Thieves' code names. Are you guys seeing this? Am I going crazy? Red Rover, Red Rover. It's not Red Rover, it's red light, green light. This makes sense to me because it's also what... Oh no! I was off on my aim. Mona Mona. Ah. Check out my Bunker Brothers advertisements all over. I'm putting up a thing here so you can get to Stonehenge more easily. You should. Then you can use all of that money you make running from to more and more expensive consoles. Everybody wins. I don't want that tarantula. Suffering from success, DJ Khaled. Wow. I didn't think we'd be taking DJ Khaled's advice. Here we are. In most animes, both the wait, that's it. Find out what her favorite anime is, and then behave exactly like her favorite character. It's the only way. My dad has bribed me before. That's funny. Please. I'm a bit busy. So I didn't really put a button on it, but I accidentally got 7 minutes on the School Mile and make top 10 accidentally. That's crazy. See, this is what you should do. You should be a runner. No, what you should do is take your natural athleticism and become like really good at like Dance Dance Revolution or some shit. Like, or be one of those guys who beats Dark Souls with like the NES trackpad or some shit. I mean, unless her favorite character's like Dio or something. Don't be like that guy. You'll never see her again. Why don't you just like hit her up on social media? Hey, I know something you could do. You could do a anime club like watch along, like remote watch along, where you start a movie all together, and then you could, make it a group thing, and then if you can chat her up while you're doing that, or afterward, and keep doing stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some way that you can transfer athleticism into gaming. There's gotta be. What do I do with this thing? Release it? Welcome. 50 bells to whoever can tell what the theme song of my island is. I also like when Isabelle sings your town theme, and she sings really badly. You'd think she'd sing really pretty, but she's really crappy at it. Dude, you're still here? Go home. Paid off my first home loan. Congratulations, that's great. Now it's only 55 more home loans to go, or something. I have no idea. It's probably this. Megalovania. Alright, well. I don't know, you'll have to ask Octolad. He knows everything about this game. Speaking of Octolad, here's the noble stick, Octolad's loyal companion. Rosie, what's up, buddy? Your face is a fashion disaster? Wow. about you give me some medicine instead of being a jerk? Cursed. Cursed. And yet, absolutely no interest in doing either of those things. Wait, no. Alright, I'm probably going to keep playing for a while, but I think I'm going to hop off stream. We did what we set out to do. We made a Tarantula Island. We made 300,000 bells from selling it. We've done everything we can do. I guess I'll take 5. And I'll take 5 on the stream, too. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.